Ladies and gentlemen, everybody out in the internet land, thanks for jumping on to another awesome episode of the Mountain Dew Review. Today we got the wonderful A.G. Strange, and we got the world's greatest hype man.
Yeah.
Woo!
My boy.
So we're gonna sit down, discuss a couple new songs he got coming out, a couple shows he got coming up, talk about how him and his boy got into the music game. If you've not seen Little Man on the stage hyping up AG, you're missing a treat. He is just, if you don't get hyped watching him, you have no part. It's awesome. I specifically requested that Little Man come along with him just because it was such an awesome experience watching him last time, and I'm all about including your family and keeping things.
I love when shows are all ages for that reason.
Yep, and that's cool because a lot of the shows aren't, but
Right.
like that show Mayflowers, wasn't it, or a Home Base?
It was one that Nice Enough put on.
I can't remember. I think it was the Mayflowers. I think.
The Cryptic Wisdom,
Yep.
actually.
Okay, that was it. Cryptic Wisdom. There's been so many. It's right there. Holy crap!
Boom. Bam.
So yeah, and then all right, cool. Let's start off with my first questions I always like to ask, so we just get to know you a little bit. Where are you from? Where'd you grow up?
Grew up in Randolph, Iowa. Most people don't know where that is. A little southeast of Tabor. If you don't know where that's at, it's about 45, 50 minutes away from the metro.
Okay.
South.
All right. Yeah, my dad grew up like 45 minutes east in Panama, Iowa. So there are a ton of little towns around Iowa that
Yes.
you wouldn't believe exist until you're like, what? And then you're like, what do you mean 32 people live there?
Right. Yeah, maybe 100 people in the
Yep.
town I grew up in.
I think Iowa's got more of them towns than Nebraska for sure. Like, I swear. And they're like every 7 miles. It's
Right,
really
yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
So, okay, cool. Then I know you're moved a little closer now.
Yep. Now I reside outside of Glenwood, Iowa.
Glen Hood.
Yep. Down there. Still, corn and cow farms.
Still 712.
Yes.
We
Across the river.
there's a couple good guys actually out of that area too that are I'm really into and I'm hoping to have on the show. You got Lyrical Front,
Yes, I've heard of them.
Black Market Warriors. I mean, there's a bunch of good little local guys down there. Mr. White used to throw shows down at Hamburg and stuff like that. So there is actually a nice little niche of a scene down in that small. Like, I was kind of like, wait a minute. What do you mean you're doing shows in Hamburg, Iowa? And then you find out there's a nice turnout down there?
Right, but
It's-
that's around the area where I'm from.
Yeah. So,
Tabor's over by Sydney and stuff. So
Mr. White, keep that in mind next time you're doing shows down there. Got a local boy. Makes it so you don't have to travel so far.
and I will get people there.
Oh, yeah, because he's always looking for interesting people to throw on the show, and I'm telling you, that's the whole point of this, is so we get networking and get
Yes.
people out there, because you know what? There
all
may be a
about-
logo here, but there is no logo. It's everyone's logo.
Yes, it's all helping each other get to the next step.
Because, climbing the mountain's always better with more than one person.
Yes.
Doing it by yourself's tough.
Yes.
Even if it's only 3.5 inches, it's still a tough mountain climb by yourself. Especially one hand.
Yeah.
All right, so you grew up small towns. I'm guessing country was kind of a bigger music influence for you.
Yeah. Parents raised me on old rock and old country is what I grew up on.
Okay, that's typical. My old man's a dirty hippie,
Then my uncle started letting me listen to like Two Live Crew
Okay.
and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden I was like, okay, there's this kind of music too.
You're like,
All
oh,
right.
it ain't all twangy.
Right. So then, Run DMC, stuff like that. He started having me listen to.
No offense to you younger cats. I love you guys, but this is why I enjoy people my age and a little older, because the music they refer to, I actually know. When you guys talk about some of the names, I pretend like I know who you're talking about, but I have no clue
Right.
who you're referring to because I stopped listening to mainstream music in like 2004.
And then of course, Eminem and stuff, but that was later on. But yeah, typical country boy. I was raised up around for sure.
I can do, and the only reason I say it is because when you do listen to your music, you can kind of hear some of them in there for sure.
Definitely, I mean, I got roots in me. I mean,
Yep, which drew me to your music, which I like because I'm from Sioux City, Iowa. My uncle owns a farm, free babysitter for my parents during the summer. So I grew up on farms and in small cities all summer long. And then come back school year, and I had a really weird childhood, kind of city country boy here, especially Omaha, because Omaha is a bigger city.
Right.
So then I'd go out to the country and then come back to Omaha, and people are like, "What do you mean you're feeding chickens and playing with cows?" Like, I've never seen a cow.
Right.
So, what got you into doing music then?
Honestly, just was going to shows, and stuff. Went to a couple shows at the Fort Music Hall.
Forte?
The Forte.
Yep.
And I was just like, man, like, I always like to kind of put my own words to music growing up. Like, I would just make up my own stuff while they were singing, like, similar sounding words and stuff. And then got around a couple people, and the boy Tweez actually, I saw him at there performing, and then we linked up a little bit after that. One of the very first songs I'm featured in is with him. It was the first time I ever really wrote anything down.
Nice.
And when did it, and then from there, got introduced to Chris Smith, Snow Grills. Yes,
Big Dog. One of the OG godfathers
all the
of this
jewelry
town.
wears from him.
And again, I have a
Keep
habit
it
of
local.
saying this.
Keep it local.
If you guys appreciate my support, Big Dog, Chris Snow is one of them guys you should be thanking. Because if it wasn't for him and my love for his music, I don't think I would have discovered half of you guys. So, again, between him and Comatose and Surreal, Mike Fantastic, Devin Ulrich, Justin Strawstone, if it wasn't for them guys, half of you would still be unknown to me. So, love you, Snow Girls. Again, you're looking for a nice piece.
Yes.
Hit him up.
He's got the hookup. For
He
sure.
does beautiful, beautiful work.
Yes.
He dropped a cool picture of a microphone ring.
Yep.
And I totally wish I was like,
Man, like,
that thing is fucking fire. Excuse my language, little man.
Nope, you're good. But yeah, started talking to him when I was getting a couple. My first grill made, it was just a rose gold one, and he was like, you could probably do this, like, have you thought about it? I was like, not really, and then so I just snatched up a beat, and that's whenever I wrote the song Strange, my very first one that I came out with. And then from there I was like, okay, I'm just gonna see how far this goes.
That's good.
One of his first chains was this one.
The money bag, yeah. I love the money bag. It's
One of his last ones was this one.
So I'm guessing that's the piece you play with if it's in the special edition Monopoly.
Yep.
Yeah,
Awesome.
he loves Monopoly.
But yeah, that's where the music comes from.
Well, that's cool because that always segues to my next few questions of kind of local inspirations, local influences, and you already banged them all out. So thanks for pre-answering my question there.
Yeah, I mean, definitely Big Dog. I'll tell you, like,
and that's a hell of
seeing where that dude has
that's a hell of an endorsement.
where that dude has been.
Just
like,
so you know,
in his own music career, like, man,
he
that
used
guy
his music career to start his jewelry career because that's what he really wanted to do. So if you guys are wondering what it can do for you, just talk to him.
And I would just go with him, like, all. He's just like, if you have questions, ask, and yeah, he's helped me out tremendously. But definitely, Big Dog. I remember a couple of the first
Pack.
shows I went to was Race
Eagle Squad,
Coakley.
big dog. Right there, Wolfpack.
Yes,
Wolfinati.
and listening to Race Coakley perform, first couple of times I ever heard him before, I was really doing it. Saw him at a couple of the local shows I go to, for sure. And Bacon the Small Town General, man, he's good shit too.
Fun Gang.
Yes, I like his music too.
Him and Cherry are doing some good things.
Yeah, they're on the up and up, but that's good. I mean, hey,
They're constantly
I love to see
touring
I love to
and-
see everyone's success.
Yep, and they're doing good. They're and again, I'd
Actually,
love to get you guys on here.
that's one of the shows
Oh,
I have coming
Speaking
up.
of that, yeah, we got,
Stevie Stone.
and this I actually just happened to have picked up yesterday or Saturday at the suicide prevention show I was at. It's like, look at that, that's perfect. I got it from Renee.
Yep.
Smith.
Yep.
Shout out to Renee and Doug Smith. All Pro Promotions. It's an all pro show.
Yep.
Bringing Stevie Stone. Hit it up. It's a November show. Got
November 5th, I think. Yep.
Might be all ages.
$15 advance tickets. I got tickets on deck.
Yeah,
Hit
it is
me
the
up.
5th.
Hit
It's
me
a
up
Friday
if you-
show.
Hit me up if you want tickets. I got them.
You got LA Remy. You got Drama's gonna be there. Loot Squad.
Thuggy Yucks.
Thuggy Yuck. I mean, it's gonna be an awesome show. Rowdy Jesus is on the DJ. Who's the DJ on this?
Well, I think DJ Lacey.
I don't think it even says.
I think DJ Lacey's.
Jay Lagoria, I just seen him on
He'll
Saturday.
find out.
Yeah, it doesn't even say who the DJ is.
He'll find out before then.
It's alright. Most of our DJs in town are really lit. Like,
Oh yeah.
like I really have a hard time saying that one's like bad, because they all are pretty.
Yes.
They all do a really good job. Work hard. Shout out to our DJs.
Yes.
So since we kind of got on a tangent about this show,
Right.
what are some of your let's say influences on your music?
Definitely, probably. I listen to a lot of Kevin Gates for sure. Been listening to him since like 2014, before everybody else really knew who he
He's
was.
recently listened to Millie's.
But Millie's, Jelly Roll, been listening to him since like
D-Baby.
2014 also. Lil White, I listened to Lil White since high school.
That's
And so I'll tell you right now, I've always liked his music, and then with 3-6 Mafia, Juicy J and stuff, so they're definitely, you know, that
and they got that country in.
southern country rap, you know,
Yep.
and so for me, that definitely listening to them, I think, kind of helped shape what I was about to do for myself. And then, like I say, Jelly Roll, you know, Up Church, they be doing the same thing.
Yep.
Um,
I actually seen Jelly Roll about 2 years ago.
Yep,
Down in Lincoln.
that's I saw him there too, and I wasn't even doing music then yet. Like, I mean, my first song came shortly after that, but like, definitely, yes, that dude he's came a long ways.
Yellow Wolf.
Yellow Wolf, listen to Yellow Wolf.
We've been to one of his shows.
That was the one down at Sokol?
One of the
No,
first
we went
shows
to
that
the
I've
one
ever
at
been.
the Lois Hills Harley Davidson shop.
Nice.
One of the
Out off
first
of,
shows that
Highway
I've ever
34.
been to.
Really? See, and that is awesome. Because my kids still remember some of their first concerts they went to, and it's so cool that you're really into it, little man. And I love that, and the fact that you're so proud of it and know it.
Oh
That's
yes,
You're the best little hype
This
guy
is-
ever.
this is my little dude right here.
That's awesome. See, guys, so when you think, oh, I have a family, my life's ended. No, your life's just begun, and include them. It's an
this
awesome
is,
thing.
this is what I do it for. So whenever I'm looking at him while I'm doing it, I know exactly.
That's awesome, and that's That's stuff that we like to hear because, I mean, it's everybody always seems to think that you got to either put your life on hold when you have kids or you got to forget about it.
Nope, it's
You-
definitely better when I can take them with. That's for sure.
Yep, and again, there's sometimes you can't, but
Right.
like I said, I specially requested it for today, so
Yes.
I really appreciate that. Any up and coming projects?
So I just dropped To the Top and Provolone.
Provolone.
I just dropped those within the last month. My song that I have with Bez Believe,
Pack and route.
Packin' Route. Bez Believe, he's
We'll be performing that in concert.
one of these times, hopefully. But he's like,
And
I like
a-
that.
A show
He's
with
like,
Doobie.
we.
he definitely knows when.
A show with Doobie in October.
Yes.
The
30th.
Halloween show?
Yep. And he's gonna be there hyping me up for sure.
Nice, because that's at the waiting room.
Yes, it is. Nice Enough Entertainment.
Yep.
Along with it,
Yep.
the Batshit Crazy Tour.
And who else? Doobie and
Jay Influential's on it, I believe.
I can't really remember because Nice Enough had to drop 37 show announcements in a fucking day. Thanks,
Right,
Strawstone.
yeah.
It's so hard for me to remember them all.
If I go right here, so yeah, Jay Influential. They got Yada Man, Kimbo, and Fro Frizzle.
Yada Man and
Static the Rapper.
Static. That's who I was thinking of.
Static G.
Because Static's also doing Four Winds Festival. There's so many great shows going on. It's so hard to remember them all. That's why I'm glad Facebook lets me click interested and reminds me of days I've double booked shows.
Right.
I have a bad habit of buying tickets from people and not actually checking the date and then realizing, shit, I bought 3 shows that day.
Right.
And they're all, see, like Four Winds, I got lucky because most of the guys are performing prior to this other show that's going on that night, so I'm going to flop between the both of them.
There
Because
you go.
there's one guy in particular in town that doesn't get to perform too often, so when he does perform, no matter what, I have to go to his show. It's one of them rare treats,
Yes.
you know, because some people oversaturate themselves, some people severely undersaturate themselves, like, bro, I need to see you more than once every 6 years.
Right.
But it's the way the cookie crumbles. So you have 3 shows coming up then. 2 shows. 3.
I have one this Friday also, Grand Island, Nebraska. It's a Zeus Rebel Water show.
Yep.
Um,
And then
then I have the one October 31st.
and we got an unannounced show that's coming for the Hellfire Entertainment Series in November.
Yep.
Keep your eyes out for that, guys. And again, take what Strange did. Reach out to him. That's all you got to do.
I just look for information. When I find it, I go for
He
it.
he openly just found it, hit him up, got himself on. That's all it takes. When you guys complain you're not getting booked,
Yep.
take the opportunity.
The most they can do is say no, and if they say no, they're gonna have to tell me no 100 times because every time I see an opportunity, I'm gonna hit it up.
Yeah, you know, like, and I tell people what
Maybe they'll get tired of
what-
saying no and finally say yes.
Yeah, exactly. What hurts being told no if you've been told no 100 times? You know, maybe finally you'll get that yes.
I'm still gonna go for it.
I mean, like if I gave up,
I have too much ambition and pride to be. The military taught me that pride and loyalty. Like just go for it. Don't hold back. Just
if I got upset every time somebody didn't take a bid on my paint jobs, I wouldn't be painting.
right.
You know what I mean? Like I just throw them out there, and sooner or later I'm gonna get a couple good ones.
For sure.
You know, and don't sell yourself short, guys. Like seriously, pardon my French here, but whore yourselves out. Like it's not a bad deal, guys. If you again, if you're not getting booked, look for opportunities. You know, go out there yourself and get them. They're out there, guys. Trust me, they are out there. You just gotta look and
Hit promoters and bosses.
you know, it don't again like AG said, what's no gonna hurt.
Right.
I mean, pretty sure y'all asked a significant other for something and they told you no.
Been told no my whole life.
You know what I mean?
Here I am.
I wasn't a spoiled kid, so being told no doesn't hurt my feelings. I guess some of you guys may be affluent kids, and it probably does bother you to be told no. So those guys, I feel sorry for. Outside of music, what do you guys like to do?
Play with my WWE wrestlers.
Rock on. Are you an AEW fan or just WWE?
WWE, but my favorite AEW person is Sting. Sting's been my favorite since
He just
I was
recently
like
came back on, so now.
2.
Did you know Sting was born in Omaha? He was. No lie, he was born in Omaha.
Look at that, learn something new every day.
His real name's Steve Borden. When you go home, have your dad look it up. He was born in Omaha, Nebraska. He didn't live here, he was just born here.
Okay. I thought he lived here.
No, he never lived here, he was just born here.
But no, these guys with sports and stuff, kids having sports keep them pretty busy right now.
Oh yeah.
Football, volleyball.
All right.
Then soccer, you got baseball. The daughters got softball, so the kids keep me pretty busy in the off
That's
time.
nice.
Logan's done baseball.
But
5.
My daughter's more into track, which is fine. She really did good last year. My son shows no, he's a kind of individual sports kid like me. Like
ain't nothing wrong with that.
I didn't like team sports, so I learned how to skateboard, stuff like that.
Right.
So my son's really not into. I've tried to get him into it, and he just
Yeah.
Didn't do anything.
But he'll go ride a bike and skateboard and do all that fun stuff. But he just, I guess he's not so I think he's too competitive, and when he loses, doesn't like it. And
Right.
skateboarding and stuff, it's not really a competition.
Yep.
I guess. At least that's
You
how
can
I
think of
always.
it as a competition.
Well, skateboarding is competition. I mean, they got the X Games. They got all kinds of stuff.
I never look at anything as a competition, and just whether or not you enjoy it.
Right.
So if you don't basically try it, then you basically don't lose.
Sure. But you never lose because you always learn something, and if you learn
Right.
something, then you win.
And then you always win, right?
Remember that. Failure is not a failure, it's a lesson learned. And those are always important.
Yep. Some people call them lessons. I call them lessons.
Yep. I've never lost anything in my life. I've just learned a really good lesson,
Right.
you know.
I haven't lost anything in my life either.
Thank God your life is little right now.
Right.
It'll be really nice when you say that in 50 years. When you're our age. Okay, we're not that old.
35 though.
In 50
Yeah,
years,
I mean,
in 50 years, I'll be
dang, this is the
57.
first artist I've had the same age as me. It
And
feels good.
And it's crazy. Like
Like,
I
you
guess
young
I
guys-
guess I got a late
Wait, how
start,
old are
but
you?
I'm 35 too.
you're only as old as you feel.
You're
So
34.
I keep trying to tell myself that I'm not that
You're
old.
34.
I'll be 35 in 3 months. So
I
Close
thought your
enough.
birthday was in January.
yep,
January is already.
4 months away. Okay, you got it. Look at this guy.
Man.
He is so technical.
He
Put it
getting
down.
on.
Yeah, he.
Get him as your manager too. He'll be
He
be
just makes
getting
sure,
them
he just
guys.
makes sure that,
People like, look, that T's not crossed. I'm not valuing that.
which is, I mean, I guess it's good. It's how I raised him. I mean,
That's awesome. I really keeping him on his toes. I like that. So then, my last couple questions I like to kind of wrap up with is if you had a dream collab with anybody, pick 3 of them. They can be living or dead, any genre of music. They don't even have to sing. You can have like Quincy Jones producing your stuff or something.
I know one person, definitely Kevin Gates, definitely Millie's, and definitely Tupac. Or-
Tupac will be one of them for sure.
And Kevin Gates. And then-
Yes,
and
he,
then-
is not, he is not wrong there.
Oh, I love this little guy.
The third one though.
Probably would be D-Baby or Millie.
No, I'd probably like to do a rock thing, probably with some Motley Crue or something.
Oh yeah. Dude, so
Do
funny
like
thing
a-
about Motley Crue is, do you know Tommy Lee was part of a band called Methods of Mayhem where he rapped?
I did not know that.
Look it up, Methods of Mayhem. They did a song with like Little Kim and stuff.
Okay,
Get Naked. Yeah, that's Tommy Lee rapping.
okay, but definitely do a mashup. Something
So I
like
think
that.
that's kind of funny. You picked that and didn't know that,
No,
and then
and yeah.
now it
So-
all ties in.
So
See?
I guess it could be possible.
Definitely possible. Yeah, I always I don't know how I found it was, oh god, come out in probably like 2006, 2007 or something. And I just happened to be on wasn't Napster at the time, it would have been like Livewire or
Oh,
something.
yep. I remember back in
And,
those
and
days.
it was
though.
just like Tommy Lee rapping, and I'm like, okay, download. And then I was like, what? Is this a real thing? And then you go down the rabbit hole, and you're like, dude, there's a whole. He has 2 CDs out actually as his rap group.
Damn.
Methods of Mayhem.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to check that shit
How
out.
do you know everything? First you came up with Sting was born no more. Next you do this.
Knowledge is
How do
king,
you
and
know
knowledge is
everything?
king, and he knows a lot.
Buddy, I'm full of useless information.
You
I
probably look it up before you tell people.
no, I just retain a lot of information. I got really good grades in school. I just had no drive to do things that make you sit at a desk all day. That's why I work
Yeah.
with my hands.
I have to sit at a desk all day.
Trust me, I've already did that.
Yeah, we've already done that.
You got air conditioning?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about it.
Right? Yeah.
You kids are spoiled. I didn't have air conditioning.
No, I was sweating and
I got air conditioning 7th and 8th grade, and that was it.
But now the school's super nice. So.
Yeah, you guys are spoiled. Food probably still is bad.
Right? Yeah, I don't think they'll ever change school food. It's actually might have went downhill because I used to think school food was good, and they say it's all bad. So
Hey, at least today we got cake.
it's
What'd
always
you get
it's
cake
always
for?
a good day when you get cake.
It's one of our school lunches.
You get cake for school lunch.
Yes.
I only got cake if a kid brought it in for their birthday. Spoiled.
Right now we get cupcakes.
Even cupcakes. Boom.
Man, these kids nowadays, they don't know what it's like to suffer. Air
No.
conditioning, cupcakes. We didn't even get ranch. And before we wrap this up, I do want to point out merch game.
Mm-hmm. Pens.
Merch game. Guys, my number one thing I try to drive into you, besides self-promotion. Merch game. This t-shirt is acid washed. Done by his aunt. Custom made. It doesn't cost an arm and a leg to do unique merch, guys. Like, this is probably one of the coolest shirts I got. Just because I'm a big fan
Probably
of
one
acid
of the
wash
first
in the
shirts
80s.
too.
Like,
Probably one of the
he-
first shirts too.
he's just so lucky that I was talking to the wife about wanting some acid wash jeans too.
Oh,
Like,
nice.
I,
Right.
that's
That one up
that's
here.
just the 80s me. You guys are lucky I don't have a mullet and a rat tail.
My brother has
But-
a mullet.
Hands down. He does these in-house. He had his aunt make these. Lowers the cost, helps local other businesses do it. I mean, trust me, this is how you fund yourself. This is how you get things done. Merch. This is how you get people to ask, hey, where'd you get that cool shirt? Oh man, you don't know AJ
And
Strings?
she puts her label on, so like when people get the shirts, it's right on there so that.
And then see, look, self-advertising from the actual manufacturer that's local. I mean, his aunt, but still,
Right on there.
look how dope that is. That's just like when I get my stuff done by Merch by Marcus. I mean, it's important, guys. It's marketing, marketing, marketing.
Yes. Put your stamp on it.
I mean, getting talent only takes you so far, guys, and that's no lie. You can be the most talented dude, and you're gonna end up driving a dump truck. Like, just don't mistake talent for you going to go places. You also got to market yourself and have a little marketability. It's very important. I'm not saying like go out and develop a dark carnival juggalo thing,
Right.
but you know, sell yourself, guys. Like, I mean, this is a koozie. I'm a huge fan of buttons. Like I'm telling you, I got some from Drama the Artist. Drama the Artist got bubbles, bro.
Right, yes.
Like-
That's dope. His merch is galore.
Yes.
He's got a little bit of everything.
And he does a lot of that in-house too because he has the equipment. But that's the thing, you invest in yourself, guys, and you can do this. And then you got people like me talking about, check out his cool merch.
Yeah, investing in yourself is number one. No one is typically, I don't think, is going to give you a handout. So if they don't see you investing in yourself, what makes them going to
Want to invest in you?
Want to invest in you? You
Best
definitely
advice you'll get out of this almost entire episode, almost any of the episodes I've done so far.
You have to want it, but you have to be willing to take sacrifices.
If people don't see
And
you
invest.
investing in yourself, why are they going to invest in you? I love that. That's right there, guys. If you take one thing from this episode, take that, because that's hands down the truth, 100%.
Yes.
If you're not going to invest in yourself, nobody else is going to.
Nope.
And even if other people are, and you're not investing in yourself, you're only going to go, you're going to fall flat.
As far as they're gonna let you go,
And then cut you, drag you, then where you at?
because you're still not investing in yourself.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
And how long are they going to continue to invest?
Right.
You know, and then
Right.
they're like, oh shit, yeah, we've just been doing it.
So yeah, invest in yourself.
Solid advice. So on that note, I think that's the perfect time to conclude our episode. So AG Strange,
Got the stamp.
I want to thank you for coming on the Mountain Dew review.
I want to thank you for having me on the Mountain Dew review.
Little man, thank you for being on the Mountain Dew review.
Thank you.
And both of you are officially tramp stamp approved.
Yeah. Woo! You saw it.
I have to sign that one.
You saw it live.
And then this one will be for you guys. So the whole time I was like, man, what am I going to do as like an ender for these episodes? And I was
Right.
trying to think of like a little gimmick thing.
Ah, right there. Boom.
And
Woo!
then
Yeah.